And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. You
Welcome.
almost sound like you were having a problem there.
No, why would I have a problem?
You forgot your name.
No, I didn't.
I'm Dad.
I was dragging. It was a dramatic pause.
Sure. That's
Yeah.
what people who have Alzheimer's say.
What did you call it?
Early onset Alzheimer's or dementia.
You know it's not Alzheimer's, right?
It's all
Alzheimer's.
Timers.
Alzheimer's.
I know it's pronounced old timers.
That's not pronounced Oldtimers. No.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Yeah, you pausing for dramatic effect, or you just
I'm
taking a drink of
pausing
water?
to how's your week been?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made some purchases.
Yeah. What kind of purchases?
I made
Did you purchase upon your purchase?
I purchased some dice and cards.
Star Wars Destiny.
I bought some more Star Wars Destiny.
Yeah.
Because
Do you feel good about this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel pretty good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you really sure?
Yes.
Have you spoken to your therapist about this?
I don't have a therapist.
Well, then let's get you a therapist, and then we'll have you speak with them.
Okay. Prime Day happened this week.
Yes.
And it was 2 days this year. And the second day, at the end of the second day, they had a Prime Day deal for the Star Wars Destiny Empire at
Empire
War.
Yeah.
Box set. The booster box was only $18.
Yeah.
So, and I have most of those cards.
Yeah. I own like 90%. I own like 94% of a single card of that set.
I had like
And a 90% of a complete set.
I had 89% of a complete set.
So I didn't take up the offer.
But I was like, I had 89%, but I was like, there's still most of the ones I need were legendaries.
Yeah.
And the best way to get good legendary, other than buying them individually, is to buy a big box. And I came in
8 of them, right?
Huh? You get
6
of them.
6 of them.
Yeah, 6 of them in a box.
Yeah.
And they came in today. I opened them just before the show recording.
Yeah.
And it went well.
Yeah.
I only had one legendary that I had already had 2 of out of the 6.
Yeah.
And then I got overall 18 cards I needed
there you
my
go.
set.
There you go.
So it brought my 89
percentile
to 93.
93, a whole 4%.
A whole 4%.
Nice.
So
I need to go through, I guess, what you have extra of and steal them.
I have a lot now.
Yeah.
I
I don't know if it'll change. I don't need much for that. Set.
Well, several of the events I was still missing, and in fact, I'm still missing 2 events.
Yeah.
Out of all the boxes
that
I bought,
you?
I'm still missing 2 events, and they're not like they're uncommon, but that's it. They should,
They're not rare.
Yeah, typically you get one of those in a big box, but I've only gotten one of each of them, so I need another one of each of them to fill the set. And I haven't got those. But I think it's a pretty good deal. I paid $18 plus tax.
Yeah.
And I got 18 cards, which is a pretty good return, I think. Considering 5 of them were legendaries.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, all right.
Yeah. One of them was Mace Windu.
Oh, nice.
Which was solid.
Yeah.
And his Mace Windu, and then he has an upgrade card that has him on there too.
Oh, nice.
And I got both of those legendaries. So I was like, oh, I don't have that.
Yeah.
And the rest of them filled out the second dice and cards for the other ones. Very good. I also bought another box.
I
bought
have no self-control.
The legendary box, which has been hovering around
Legacy
box, has been hovering around $60, dropped to $31, and it's still, I think even I looked today, still at $31.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
I'd be more tempted by that. I only own like 60% of that one.
I think I had like 40% of that
Yeah.
one. So I'm now up to like 60%.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of those I didn't have, so I filled out that collection.
I thought about it, but I
I haven't
chunk.
even played since we bought the last few.
I
boxes,
have.
and I need to play it.
Uh-huh. And
So,
yeah, we
it just
should-
feels
we should-
dumb to spend money on cards that of our game I'm not
Yeah.
playing.
You could say that.
Well, I have reasons to be thinking more consciously of what I
Yeah.
spend my money on.
Yeah.
Because I am currently in the process of purchasing a house.
Going in debt for a
Yes.
home
Yeah.
to call your own.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in that
So
process.
we're
I'm in
gonna
the
have a
early
new
stages.
studio,
I
and
don't
with the
know.
new house, and so we'll start doing video again.
I
and
I don't know. We'll see.
What do you mean you see?
Well, I don't know.
You didn't take that
I,
into.
Well, I did, but we couldn't get just the biggest house there in the world. So I
Well,
got the house we got was the house we got.
You,
So there might be room for
you-
it, but we'll have to see.
it's in. You think you would have made sure?
I
that
don't
would have been a
know.
high priority.
I understand.
Uh-huh.
I understand that's
this
important.
show is important
It is important.
to us.
Well,
and
why don't
some
when you
people.
buy a house, why don't you get it?
No. See, I have to buy a house. I have a child,
Oh, okay.
so everything has to revolve around that.
Okay.
There's no way I can have a studio.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
All right.
I think it could work, but I don't know.
Well, considering we made it work in my old bedroom, so
Yeah, but I don't have a whole room to devote to that.
well, we didn't use the whole room.
We used a chunk of it,
Yeah,
most of it.
most of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have
So-
something stuck in my teeth.
I mean, if we drastically change how we set it up, maybe.
Maybe.
But I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can
We're
do.
not going to get a studio space. That's what you tell people.
We can
It's like,
record
Yeah,
there.
we're not going to have that.
A weird error message just popped up.
Oh, are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Okay, good.
It's something to do with Steam, I think. I don't
Oh,
know. Weird.
why do you have Steam on there?
I had Steam on my laptop at one point because I would, I could play games on it. I mean, I still can technically
Mhm.
because I was traveling or something, and I think I was playing Tides of Numenera or something. So
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, I started playing that a little bit. This
Oh,
week.
really?
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
I
need
haven't
to go
got
back
very
and
far, and
finish-
I don't
I
know
need
if I will continue. It's a lot of reading.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. But it's one of the like that. I really love games like that and Disco Elysium, and I really enjoy them. I just there are so many games, and I end up like sidestepping to play something else. I want to go back and finish both of those because I want to see what the hell's happening.
Yeah. There's a lot of information to take in.
Yeah.
But before we get too far off the Destiny thing, I got a legendary set, the Legacy box. I
Yeah.
opened it the other day. So building on the collection, and I realized when I was adding those to my carrying case that I had run out of room for the space I had allotted for the support card
Yeah.
dices. I didn't have enough to put them in.
Oh no!
So I had to squeeze and move.
I thought you had enough
I had
room,
some empty
Dudley.
spaces. I had some empty spaces for dice I already had pulled out for a deck I have built. So I had to squeeze those down and to make room. And I barely had enough room to fit them all with them in 2 boxes. So I bought another one.
You bought another box?
I bought another, not a box,
Another
carrying
case?
but I got the big
See,
one.
I got the double.
I got
Oh,
one.
you got one of those?
Uh-huh.
So now you're gonna have tons of room.
I'll have tons of room. Yeah.
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 You might have a problem.
I might have a
Well,
problem.
it's the same trays, right?
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah,
just
I don't
move-
have to. I just have to spread the support back out
Yeah.
to make the spaces for the ones I already have
Yeah.
full, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then I can. I'll probably consolidate most of them to the big bag,
Yeah.
and then figure out how I want to lay it out.
Yeah.
But now I should have plenty of space
Yeah.
for all the purchases I make in the future.
Yeah, because how many dice does that thing
480.
480 dice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't.
So you can now store, what is it?
4 boxes.
520.
Oh, because I have the
dice.
other 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those hold 200 each.
Oh, 200 each.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have like enough room for what?
Well, yeah, I think it's 200. So 6 by 5. Each tray is maybe 180.
I should say.
I don't know. Let's see.
You don't know.
I think it's 5 trays, and each tray is 40. So, is that right?
That's 200, Dudley.
Yeah, that's 200. I think
Yeah.
they're 200.
Okay.
I just know the big one will hold a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was surprised, because it's 480.
It's got 2 extra trays.
It's got 2 extra trays, so they're 40 tray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm more than doubled.
Mhm.
So I'll be able to carry 880 dice in my bags.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So if I bought new boxes, that would be, I could get like 5 new boxes. And if I had to fill them, every dice, put a spot for every dice, then I would have enough for. But I don't put all the dice in there, so
Yeah.
I have all my extra ones. I just throw in a box
Yeah.
because I don't care about those as much.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't store any of those either. When I do store them, I put them all in one box with the extra cards, and they just live there. And
I need to look into seeing if I can offload some of the extra ones.
Maybe.
Because I have several legendaries extras and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's just maybe if I can sell them in bulk to somebody or something.
Yeah.
Find someone that buys them.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe get some of my money back.
We played some games.
Yes, we played Among Us.
Yeah, we did play Among Us. With Eden and Braub, and it was quite fun. It's a couple of friends of hers.
Yeah, I played both PC on the PC version, which we had already. And then I tried the mobile version.
Yeah, the mobile version's a little different.
Well, it's a little weird. I have one complaint about the mobile version.
What's the mobile? What's the problem?
What's the
mobile?
location of the joystick?
Yeah.
It's in the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
And it's fine in every direction except how close it is to the bottom of the screen. So I find my
I don't
finger.
have this trouble with it.
I find my finger going off the end of the phone.
I find
a little
myself,
too-
I start playing the game and I start trying to just click somewhere to where to go,
Yeah,
like
don't
a
worry.
point and click,
Yeah.
and it doesn't work that way. You
No,
have
it
to use
doesn't.
the joystick.
No, you have to use the little joy. I just wish they would just move it up, like not even a little less than a quarter of an eighth of an inch up, and it would be fine.
Okay. It seems like a lot.
On the screen, just a little bit, eighth of an inch.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
we played. It was a lot of fun. It's fun to play with a bunch of people.
Yeah,
And
we played
you know.
with some friends of Eden's,
Yeah.
and then Rob joined us the last time we were playing. And it's fun.
There was a couple of times where I was being clever, because Eden and I were sitting on the same couch together playing, and at the beginning of every game, when you're a crew member, it says an imposter is among us, and I would say that every time. Even I'd act like I was reading it, even when I was the imposter, and I don't see that text. So I was just like, "There's an imposter among us." And I thought I was being clever, and I asked if she noticed, and she's like, "I noticed you saying that, but I don't think it
She didn't think one way or the other.
Yeah, probably not.
I turned you against her in one of the games.
Did I? Did you? I don't remember that.
Yeah, because it was down between me and her were arguing about who the imposter was, and you were like, "I don't know," and I was like, "It's her, Danielle," and you're like, "Okay," and then
I don't remember voting for her. On that.
and then you threw her out, and I was the imposter.
Well, I think she got thrown out, but I don't think I voted for her. I think everyone else did.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I don't think it did.
I'm pretty.
I don't remember
pretty
voting
sure
for her.
you did.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, you did it.
No.
100% you did it. I have no record of it, but I'm guaranteed, because I told I was talking to Ethan about it after. I was like, "Do you like how I turned him against you?" And she's like, "Yeah." That's how she talks.
No.
She goes, "Meh."
No, that's not it at all.
Yeah, 100% accurate.
No, not at all. Robert was grumbling like people should listen to me more, and we're like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, he was like, he was telling me that too, and I was like, yeah, but you were the imposter one
Yeah,
time. I
you were
caught you red-handed,
Yeah.
and everyone, and I was like, I literally saw him chop a guy in half in the hallway, and everyone was like, okay, and voted him out. And they're like, no, he was the imposter. I was like, no, it was Robert, and they believed me.
That reminds me, there was one round I was doing really well. I had killed 3 people already, and nobody had noticed.
Yeah.
And then I was like walking, and this is one thing I get hung up on the mobile version, is I was walking along and I was going to jump in a vent. And I went and I missed it and wasn't able to click it to jump in the vent. I'm like, oh crap, okay. And I moved a little bit, and then I hit the vent button.
Yeah.
And I jumped in right as someone was coming down the hallway. And I was just like, oh no. I didn't.
Why are you sputtering, Daniel?
By an interloper.
Yes.
An interloper is among us.
Eden has walked in the room.
Yeah, she's walked in the room. She's very distracting.
Yeah, what? No, not really.
She just mesmerizes.
That's silly.
Yeah. What are you doing printing? You stealing my ink and paper?
Yeah. Well, you're about to have a house with her. I think that's the least of your concerns.
We can't afford this.
Oh. Anyway. You were trying to get an event.
Yeah, I was trying to get in the vent, and I couldn't. And I was like, oh, I missed it. And I was trying to maneuver so I could jump in the vent. And right when I jumped in the vent, someone came walking down the hallway. And I'm like, oh, no, maybe they didn't see me. And normally I would just jump back out and try to kill them. But
you'd already recently murdered.
I just killed somebody in the cafeteria. And so I couldn't, I couldn't kill anyone yet. I had like a 10-second cooldown. I'm like, well, maybe I can maybe it'll be quick enough. And they went into the cafeteria and immediately reported the body.
Yeah.
And then they were like, it's Dan. And I'm like, dang, no, it's not. What are you talking about?
I did nothing.
I watched him jump in a vent. I'm like, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
Lies! I saw you jump in the vent.
Yeah, I know.
That's what you always do.
You
always throw whatever they accuse you. That's not true. You did that.
Yeah, and I should have done that. I should have. That's what I should have played. It's like, oh no, I saw you jump in the vent. You imposter.
That would be pretty good if you're getting towards the end of it, and there's 3 of you left. You could just go and call a meeting. If you're the imposter, and call a meeting and say, I saw so-and-so come out of the event. And everyone will be like, oh, that sounds legit.
Yes,
let's vote that guy out.
Yeah.
And then it kills it, and then you would win.
Yeah.
You're like, yep, done.
Yeah. It's a super fun game, and especially since you can just play it for free on your phone.
Yeah.
And
it's
super popular right now, too.
It is a little annoying, because after each game, you have to watch a 5-second ad.
Yeah, like a quick
which
ad.
is not, if you buy it on PC, which you can pay for it, not get the ads. But I was like, I don't like that. But it's free.
I mean,
but I technically own the game. On my PC.
Yeah.
Oh. If I just
you have it on multiple platforms, Dudley.
Maybe I can.
No additional cost.
Maybe I can get the Steam Link app and play the PC version through the Steam Link through my phone.
You could.
And
really silly,
and then I wouldn't have to watch ads.
Just avoid 5 seconds of ads.
Yeah.
Seems excessive.
I think it's a good idea.
So the ads are among us.
The ads are among us, yes. If you, unless you pay whatever it costs to get the ads removed.
Yeah. We played more Panoptic.
I didn't even write it on there.
What?
I forgot about
Panoptic. A ton of Panoptic. How did you
I
not
forgot.
write it down?
We played a lot this week.
Yeah. We played a bunch of Panoptic. You and I played a bunch more. Eden and I played. Rob and both of us played. We had a blast.
I introduced it to Jess.
Yeah. How did that go?
Not great.
No.
Partly because I was being a little impatient, and wasn't being a very good teacher.
Oh, wait. You were being impatient?
Yes.
And not a good teacher?
Yes. And thus set the wrong tone for her learning. Because I forget
that not everyone has spent 30 years playing video games.
Exactly. So I get the things that are just common knowledge to me. And all my friends are not for her. Yeah. And I forget that. Yeah. Because she didn't grow up. She's not a gamer. She plays board games with us, but she's not. She never, hardly ever, other than playing some VR,
Yeah.
she'd never played a PC game.
Yeah.
And so first she was in the VR, and we were doing that, and that was
See,
fine.
I wouldn't have started her in VR.
Well, it was no. It was actually better. She
Really?
did better in VR than regular
Hmm.
because she did fine because she's done VR before.
Yeah.
So she did fine with that.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, we'll switch. She's never played a game with a keyboard and mouse.
Oh. Oh, I get it. Okay.
So I had to explain the basics of using a keyboard and mouse.
WSD.
To
Shift. Space.
Yeah, exactly. She's never done any of that.
Yeah.
And she would, of course, then she would.
So you were like, oh yeah, just do this. And
I was like, okay, I was like, all right, I gotta go basic here. I was like, AWSD. All right, those are your moves. And she's like, immediately, well, that's stupid. Why is it that? There's the arrow keys. And I was like, and then I was like,
hand positioning.
yeah, and that's what, eventually I explained that to her. And she go, oh, that makes sense. But her, like I said, I was being a little impatient.
Uh-huh.
She was, she had a tone.
Uh-huh.
And
Did you have a tone, Dudley?
It quickly deteriorated from there. And
so that nobody was having fun.
until later, I realized like the reason why it's like that, because I haven't had to think about the reason why it's like that for 30 years.
Yeah.
So, well, it's less than 30 years. I'm exaggerating,
Mm-hmm.
but since we started playing games in the 90s, I sat down at my computer and I was like, well, this is why, and I explained it to her, and she said, oh, that makes sense. Why didn't you explain that? I was like, well, I didn't think about it. And, well, anyway,
So you're a terrible teacher.
Yes.
And you have no patience.
Yes.
That's what we're learning?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to write that down.
No, don't.
A terrible
But anyway, we played with Rob, we played with Eden.
and has
Okay.
no patience.
Okay.
Good,
I have
good,
lots
good,
of
good.
patience. It's just not for a lot of people, unfortunately.
And that includes
Now-
your wife?
Yes.
Is that what you're
I
saying?
think most people I don't have a lot of patience for. And patient with my child. That's something.
I wonder how long that will last.
At least till her teenage years, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think around 10.
yeah.
That's when they get kind of annoying.
Well, she's approaching the terrible twos,
Uh-huh.
and
How's that going for you?
it's fine. She just throws tantrums every once in a while, but she's still perfect and adorable and wonderful.
Yeah. I want to talk about. I showed it to Eden, who has some experience playing computer games.
Yeah.
And it just never occurred to me. We talked about how WSD makes sense for us.
Yeah.
But we're both right-handed.
Yes.
She is not. She's left-handed.
She's lefty.
And then so she moves her mouse to the other side, and so it doesn't make sense to use WSD.
Yeah,
Because
of course not.
otherwise your hand position changes.
Yeah.
So she had to do some alternate configurations of the keys that make it for comfort for her.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to kind of get that set up, and then she kind of had some trouble with it because she said it and then didn't know what she said it to. She had got it mixed up or something. So she
Yeah.
okay, and then got it sorted.
Well, and then she said it over in like a grouping of letters.
Yeah.
And then she realized, oh wait, I can put it on the arrow keys.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
she switched them over to
she
that.
got the arrow. That actually makes sense to use
Yeah.
the arrow keys. So she was doing that, and then but it took her a little bit to warm up to it, because it does take a bit to understand the concept of like you're sneaking around, how to be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
But she warmed up to it pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had a little trouble with the VR because she was having trouble with the movement. And then, because you have to, reach out, squeeze the controller, and drag yourself to move yourself around as the overseer.
Yeah.
And so she was having a little trouble with that, and it was kind of, trying to make her sick a little bit. And I said, yeah, you just have to be kind of careful and kind of how you walk. Gave her some tips on that. But she got into it, and she really liked being the challenger.
Yeah.
And so we
The
had
outsider?
I think in the rule, it calls it the challenger.
Oh, okay.
I think it also calls it the outsider as well. But it was really fun because she was doing really well for a lot of it. But for some weird reason, 4 or 5 different times, I was just like, I have no idea where you are. You're in this area.
Yeah.
I know that. and I just be like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, bam, and I just shoot some random one, sometimes for no reason. I just be like, and I'm going to shoot this one because I'm bored.
Yeah.
And I would get her.
Yeah.
On accident. And she'd be like, why did you shoot me? I'm like, I don't have a reason. I just picked at random.
I can sense you wherever
I
you
was
go.
just like, yeah. I four times in a row. I was just like, bam, and I'd get her, and bam, I got her again. And, and she started getting a little mad at me.
Yeah.
I was like, I have no reason for why I picked these. I just did. She did beat me on one occasion. She was able to give me the slip, and I couldn't. She kept getting away from me, or I couldn't get her.
Robert gave me the slip on one of them.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize on one of the earlier levels that there was another path in one part, and I was like, "Nope, you got to go up these stairs." And I was
You were just fixated on this.
And then next thing I know, I turned over and glanced over, and I saw a trail, and I was like, "Oh crap!" but I did manage to catch up to them. And
we played Rob and I played a few times, and we played the refinery level where it's like all the shifting stuff. Yeah. And I did pretty well. It took me the first time I didn't. I just botched it completely. He was like on top of me, and then I thought, oh, I got it, and then he got me, and I went crap. But I did another one, and I managed to get all the way. That level's a little tricky.
It is tricky.
Super tricky. And
there's a couple of parts where you have to.
Yeah, there's a lot of big open areas. There's one part where you get down and you're on a little conveyor belt thing. You have to stand and be inconspicuous and look like the other guys, and you just shift through. But there's the little guardian guys, whatever they're called. Yeah. Who will
Guardians.
who will hone in on you. And I was like, so you gotta avoid them. But I managed to kind of get through it, and then got to the last one, which is fairly open. And I literally spent a couple of minutes just walking up the stairs, walking behind the orb, walking around the orb, just stopping at random points and looking.
I watched you do it.
And then I walked around, and I walked back, and I went down the stairs, and I mingled on the other one. And I did it. I circled 3 times, and before I finally was just and he just shot one of the guys, and I ran. And he was like, nah. And it's just a fun game.
It's pretty fun.
It's just a good cat and mouse. I from the beginning I kept thinking, man, they need to make a game where someone plays on the PC and someone plays the VR. And now we have something like that, and I think it's brilliant.
It's really good.
There should be more games like that.
There could be a lot of fun little stuff like that.
There's a lot of cool ways to tackle that. And you need one copy of the game and one system, and you're good.
Yeah, I'm curious what other type of games they could come up with for kind of that mechanic.
Yeah.
It would be pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Rob was here. I played Smash a lot. We spent a couple hours playing Smash.
Oh, really? I didn't realize y'all had been playing that.
Yeah. We were waiting on you and Eden to return.
Yeah, we had some plans with some friends.
And so we were just sitting and playing Smash.
Did you see?
No, because so let's back up for a little bit. So the new Smash Brothers update has Steve from Minecraft.
Oh, as Robert called him, Steve Minecraft.
Steve Minecraft.
That's his name.
Also Alex Minecraft.
Steve Minecraft.
And Enderman Minecraft. And Zombie Minecraft. All of those are in there. Robert would play them, but he played with the Enderman skin. So I did not see the Steve's meat.
This Steve's wing.
Yeah, Steve Meat is prominent.
Yes, in the windscreen.
In the windscreen, he has his meat out.
And it looks
the camera angle and the placement
and
it looks like he has
the pixelation of it.
He looks like he has a pixelated.
It looks
dick
like
out.
it looks like he's
taking a dick pic.
He's got a censored
as
dick.
a celebratory.
I can't believe nobody noticed before they put the.
As I saw in an article, it's like Nintendo's just that pure.
They're just don't realize that this looks like a
penises exist.
Yeah.
And that pixelated characters with a chunk of meat could look like a penis.
Yeah.
In a right context.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that gets changed.
I bet you it will.
And maybe not. Maybe Nintendo will just continue and be like, meh, whatever.
bunch of perverts.
Bunch of perverts
Stop
playing our
looking at
games.
Don't look at it. If you don't see a ween, you don't see a ween.
Well, I mean, it's the same company that named their last system the
Wii.
Wii and the Wii U.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously they've been flirting around
Japanese
penises for a while. I don't think they know what a penis is.
You don't think so?
I don't think.
Are you saying Nintendo are Japanese people in
No, not Japanese people. I'm saying Nintendo.
Nintendo doesn't know what a ween is.
They don't know what a dick is.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They are not aware of the slong.
Yes.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, you know, evidence
They're all
says otherwise.
androgynous androids.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know. I've never met any of them. But yeah, I played a lot. I played my standard Kirby.
Yeah.
Which I'll never not play.
Yeah. I see here. I want to talk about something.
Okay.
We played around because I was mocking you because you always play Kirby. You
Yes.
never play anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, okay. So I played Kirby.
Mm-hmm.
And then Robert's like, okay. And he played Kirby. So
Yeah.
it was Kirby versus Kirby versus Kirby.
Yeah.
And you, as the resident Kirby player, did you win?
No, but that's irrelevant.
Wait, so you lost against
yeah.
me, who has barely ever played Kirby.
Yeah, but you got lucky on that one.
How so?
Because some reason, I don't know what was going on in it. I was really confused on that one.
Were you just combobulated because other people were playing?
No, it wasn't that. There was something going on with the map, and I kept getting like confused. Or all these things kept happening, and next thing I know, I was flying off the screen. I was like, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that was just a fluke.
No.
But
I
mean, just because I play Kirby all the time doesn't mean
destroyed
I'm the best at Kirby.
No, I don't believe that. But I thought you would at least be better than us.
Also, I don't play Smash except when Robert comes.
Yeah.
And
neither do I.
And even then, it takes me a while to get back into it.
Relatively, I'm the worst at Smash Brothers out of all of us. I'm terrible at it. And I beat you as Kirby. How does that make you feel?
I don't care.
I am your therapist now.
No, I don't care.
Yeah,
I literally do not
I
care.
think you do, Doug.
I don't.
I think you do.
Really don't.
If I keep playing Kirby
If I
and beating
cared,
you,
I would just be mad at Smash all the time when I would lose to
Okay.
anybody. And I honestly just don't care.
But Dudley, I'm playing your character.
I don't care.
And I'm
Other people
I'm
play it all the
better
time. And there's lots of people that are better at Kirby than I am.
But I'm one of them.
No. You
Yeah.
won one game. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything.
I think it does. By your logic, it means I'm the best.
I never said that.
No.
Why? What logic did I put forth that said
Every
that?
time you talk about winning any game, period.
No.
You're like, I'm the best.
Never
I have a medal.
I've never said that in my life.
That's so you're so full of
But I do have a medal. In reference to the medal, that was Clank that I had the medal for.
I know.
And we played Clank.
Yeah, we're gonna talk
With-
about that in a minute.
Oh, you don't want to get to
no,
that?
I gotta talk about something else first.
Okay, well,
I tried out
I'm going
the
to circle
Enderman.
back to this.
I talked about the Enderman.
Oh, the Enderman.
I
yeah.
played the Enderman.
Oh, yes. What do you think?
I in the match where I
It's a
was
weird.
trying,
It's a weird
it's
character.
a really weird character.
Uh-huh.
Like the Minecraft characters are really strange.
really bizarre.
And I will say one thing I'm really good at as the Enderman is killing myself.
Yeah.
Because of the round we played, we each had like 3 lives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone else could claim credit to any of them. I
Yeah.
killed, every time was me falling off the map because I minecarted over and not realize keep hitting the wrong button. I minecarted off the map. I can't talk.
Off the mic?
Off the map, and then I didn't really understand how they're triple jump, so I just triple jump, go straight up,
Yeah.
and then just fall straight back
Yeah,
down.
it's a gliding motion.
Yeah, and I just couldn't figure it out. And so y'all fought, and I just fell off the map a bunch and lost.
I feel like it would be. It's a bit of a learning situation with
Take
that
some
character
learning.
because there's
Maybe I should get someone who can teach me, who has patience.
not me.
Yeah, so
I
it's
can't
not
help,
you.
and it's not, and I don't. I'm never gonna play that character because I only play Kirby. So,
You know what's like the best quality of a good teacher? Patience.
I never claimed to be a good teacher.
I'm just saying, you should be better at it than you are.
Yeah, well, I don't have a whole lot of practice with it.
You work in education.
Yeah, but I don't teach.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a support person. I support those who teach.
You have been in like a teacher's assistant capacity.
I have taught classes. Yes. I have a few times.
We probably
a dozen times.
What
probably.
I gathered from what I've learned from this episode is that all those times that you were teaching a class, they probably just saw you being impatient and angry at them.
No, because most of those.
I just don't understand why y'all don't get this.
No, because every time I was teaching, I was literally just lecturing. So I would just get up there and just rattle on for however long I needed to, and then be like, "All right, any questions?" And no one would ask questions. I'm like, "All right, out," and I'd leave.
And you just drop the mic and walk out.
Yeah, because I was
down.
teaching like one lesson or two lessons a semester on a very specific subject.
Yeah.
And then I never had to deal with them again. So it was it was ideal, really.
Yeah.
No worrying about attendance.
Yeah.
No grades. Just go. Here's the knowledge.
I'm here to
Bye.
dump stuff off.
Yeah.
And now I'm leaving.
Bye. But yeah. So I never had to do the patience part.
Yeah.
Are you looking at my hair?
Yeah, I mean, it looks fine.
Yeah, it does look like.
Yeah.
You don't want to compliment on the person who
Yes,
did it.
Eden cut your hair. She trimmed
So
mine.
you want to compliment it like you should.
I mean, she does a fantastic job.
There you go.
She's awesome all around.
Mhm.
I mean, that's just the truth.
She's okay. She's not very good at Among Us.
She's okay.
No, I thought she was awesome all around, Daniel. Uh-oh. I've paid myself into a corner.
No, it's fine. She doesn't listen to this show.
Oh, don't. I'll make sure she listens
might be
to this
listening
one.
to it in the other room right now, which may be a problem.
Yeah. Oh, we will. I will make sure she listens to this one. Like, we talk about you. You should go listen.
I told her that. She's never listened.
Yeah. Well, just because she doesn't listen to you, but she'll listen to me.
I mean, she listens to me enough as it is.
Yeah, you talk a lot.
She doesn't need to do that.
I'll tell her I'll tell her where to skip to, and then we'll keep it short. Okay. Clank. Can we talk about Clank now?
Sure.
We played Clank with Rob and Eden, and
this morning, in fact.
Yes, and it was a good game. And,
it was a good game.
we played we played the Sunken Treasure board. With the cards.
What did you call it? A DLC.
A DLC, yes. The downloadable content
it's a downloadable content for a board game. It's not. It's an expansion.
It's an expansion, but it's just
everything's
common
a DLC
nomenclature. Nomenclature.
I don't think that's how that's said.
It is how it's said.
Nomenclature.
Mm-hmm. Are you having an aneurysm?
I'm just trying to not murder you right now.
Why?
The way you have murdered the English language.
Oh, well, someone needs to. Probably. Yeah, we played it. It was good.
It's been a while since I've played.
Yeah.
You've been playing the Legacy a lot without me.
Yeah.
It's
still
which
bitter.
is fine.
Still mad.
But yeah, it was fun to play with Rob, who hadn't played in a while, and hadn't played a whole lot. And Eden, it's probably almost been a year since she played.
Yeah.
And so it was fun to get them in and play and get them, brushed up again on the rules.
Yeah.
And you and I did well.
Yes, I did well. I did better than you.
Not by much.
I won.
Yeah, you won technically.
Yes, technically I won. What do you mean technically?
Technically.
I won. There was no technicality to it. I won.
Technically, you had more points.
Yeah.
In theory, you won.
I won.
I had quite a bit of points as well.
But not as many as I did.
But I was only 4 points less than you.
Still less.
That's not much.
That means less, Daniel.
So technically, you won.
I won.
But I was really close.
You were close, but you lost.
But yeah, I think everyone had a good time.
I think so too.
Yeah.
It was a weird game for me.
It was a weird game
because
I
my
was
normal.
kind of struggling a little bit.
You were struggling?
I was struggling.
I was not struggling at all.
I mean, not in the sense that I was like not getting what I wanted. I was getting the cards I wanted.
You were getting a lot of good cards.
I was getting a lot of.
In fact, you should have won.
I should have.
But you didn't.
Well, really, the only reason I won is because you got down there ahead of me. I was having trouble getting boots and getting in.
Yeah.
And so you got out ahead of me and got the one I was going for, which was the
big 30.
Which, if I had gotten that, I would have won. Just saying.
Yeah. Maybe.
Because that was more points than what I would have had.
But you may not have got those points had you not
But I would
gone
I
if
would.
you had gone
it
for
would have
them.
been it would have been exactly the same.
Nah.
It's just the higher point value. But
I don't think so.
I did do it very well. I got Brilliance, which is
The
one
Brilliance
of
is my favorite card.
which is like the best, one of the best
and
cards.
I
in the game.
hardly ever get it, but
Yeah.
it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Brilliance is the card that lets you draw 3 cards.
Yeah.
So it's a brilliant card.
It's the best. It's
Yeah,
a really good card.
I was super happy that because it was coming around. I was like, I'm gonna have enough to buy it next turn, assuming Dudley doesn't buy it.
Yeah, I couldn't
and
afford it.
You couldn't afford it, and because as soon as you flipped it up, the first thing I looked was counted your skill points. I'm like, oh, good, he can't buy it.
Mhm.
And then I was able to buy it, and I had a lot of draw cards.
And it didn't do you well.
I mean, it did okay.
You did win.
I just didn't do well enough to get that extra 4 points I needed to beat you. 5 points to beat you.
I had a weird game because I was getting draw cards, but not the normal draw card. I was getting all the ones that were added from the Sunken Treasure one,
Yeah.
and it was like the Black Pearl, White Pearl
Yeah.
card. Whereas you could discard a card
Yeah.
to draw a card,
Yeah.
or you would draw a card and then discard a card.
Yeah.
So I had a bunch of those, and it just made for a weird hand.
Yeah.
And so I was like constantly going, well, I could throw this burglar away and maybe get something better.
Yeah.
And so I was doing that a lot, and I was like, this is a weird deck.
Well, it was funny because at one point you discarded a card to draw 2, and you drew both stumbles.
That round, I had 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
I had a draw card, then I had to draw a card and discard one, and then I had discard a card to draw 2 cards.
Uh-huh.
So I drew a card first, and then I was like, okay, this is something I can throw away. I discarded that card, drew another card, and then I discarded that card to draw 2 more cards.
Uh-huh.
So I ended up with basically the same amount of
Yeah.
cards I had started with. It was just, it was
Yeah.
weird. It was a weird hand.
Yeah.
But overall, it was
Yeah.
it was a fairly well balanced deck because I had a lot of movement
Yeah.
and then some swords and
Yeah,
stuff.
I was moving fairly slow. And
Yeah.
that was my problem. I didn't have a lot of really good cards. I had just a general alright deck, but I was cycling through it fast.
Yeah.
So that was helping me, but if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would have done that well.
Yeah. I had one of the boots that gives you 3 boots
Yeah.
turn, and that I got it pretty
Boots of
early.
Swiftness?
Yeah, I got it pretty early, so I was able to get down to the
Yeah.
30 and then
Yeah.
work my
Which
way
is where
back
I was
out.
headed, but then you suddenly were there, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll go for the 25.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
did that instead.
No, you went for the 20.
Is it the 20?
Yeah,
I
no
think-
one got the 25. 25 was all the way at the
Oh,
bottom.
maybe that's what.
But yeah,
Should have went for the 25. I would have won.
if you had, yeah, but you didn't.
I didn't.
You wouldn't have made it.
I might have.
Yeah,
You don't know.
I don't think so.
No one knows,
Hmm.
Dudley.
Yeah, because it didn't happen,
Uh-huh.
and you lost.
I did not lose. You won technically.
No, I won. That's the same thing as winning.
You technically won.
Right. I love Clank. Clank is
It's a good
just a
game.
fun
I enjoy
game.
it quite a bit.
It's still one of my favorite
Yeah.
board games.
It's we were discussing the new expansion that adds
Yes, that you
5
need to
and
buy.
6 player.
You need to
And
buy
I'm
it.
thinking about it, but I don't know.
The main reason I want to buy it.
I'm worried that with that many players, it's just going to drag it down too slow.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
mean, they
It's
have
got
a mechanic
to help
that
offset that, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
I want to play it because it always calls. We always have 5 people,
Yeah.
and then we're always like, well, we can't play Clank. It's only 4.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how many times I've said that.
Yeah.
And I really want you to get the 5, 6
Yeah.
players so we can go ahead.
Maybe I'll get it. Somewhere.
Yeah, maybe. Either that or just, someone needs to give me a copy of Clank
And the expansion.
and then the expansion.
Uh-huh.
Christmas is coming up. You're about to move out probably in
Maybe.
in the near future. So you're gonna take your copy with you,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna need a
You have,
copy.
you have 2 copies of Clank Legacy.
I do.
You can play those.
Yes, I could, but that's not the regular game. That's
Yeah.
the Clank Legacy.
Uh-huh.
That's a little different.
I wouldn't mind getting more expansion for Clank, but I kind of want more of the other boards
Yeah,
because those look fun.
yeah. You should buy those
Uh-huh.
and the 5, 6 player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
You should get the one that the rotating gear.
Yeah,
and
the
that
little,
one's
that one.
that one.
I forget what it's called.
That one
it's
sounds
the
crazy.
Monkey Temple or something.
Yeah.
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 Looks interesting.
Yeah, there's some interesting ones. You need to check those out.
Mhm.
And buy the 5, 6 player.
Mhm.
so we can play with more people.
More
people,
And
more
I
fun.
forgot we didn't play with them, but I have the asymmetric characters.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
I just also realized Gary still has my figures for one set of them because
we're still in a pandemic.
Yeah, he was gonna paint.
We
he was
haven't seen
painting them
them
before the
7 months.
pandemic, and he still has them. I need to message him and be like,
We
hey,
haven't seen them since March.
maybe I need to come social distance and get my figures.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Meet
sure
in a
he's-
public place.
Yeah.
Outside. You
Yeah.
can sit them on a bench and you
Yeah.
can do a
an
dead drop.
exchange. Yeah, do an exchange. You know, we both show up with matching briefcases.
Yeah.
And he sets one down, and I set one down.
You immediately
and then we-
Purell.
and then we pick up the other one.
Uh-huh.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Gary. We haven't seen him in
Yeah,
forever.
I know. I miss both. I miss him and Johnny D.
And John Dorsey.
Yeah.
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 Anyway.
Mhm.
Did you play anything else? I did play, like I said, I played Ties of Numenera.
Numenera. Yeah. It's a good game.
I got through, like, a lot of the exposition at the beginning.
Yeah.
That's where I was at.
Yeah, and there's only more.
There's a lot.
I love it.
So
I
many
absolutely love it.
characters. There's like, good lord, there's a lot, and it's really complex. The setting, like what the story is.
Uh-huh.
I'm a dude, but I used to be a god.
Yes.
And then I'm just like, what
You're
the
a cast-off.
fuck is? Yeah, cast. You and now I remember you explaining all this, and my eyes glazing over, and now I'm like,
you're
don't want to play
indoctrinated.
this game.
You're a cast-off, Dudley.
Yeah, I know.
And now you must walk the path.
Yeah, and you're.
learn about your past.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like the tides, and
The tides, Dudley. The tides.
and now I realize I should never have played this
Uh-huh.
and never brought it back
I mean,
up.
it's very much like the Torment game, where
Which
it
I
is
didn't play a
Torment.
lot of that one either.
Oh, they're both so good.
I mean,
It's so good. So much
you know.
reading. So much good
a
stuff.
lot of reading.
I love it. I need to go play that game again. I need to finish it. I need to finish Disco Elysium, and I just want to tackle. I just need to find the time to play
Yeah.
those both a lot.
Yeah, I'm still kind of bouncing back from the not knowing what I want to play kind of thing,
Yeah.
and so I've played a lot of stuff this week. But I've also been playing the Mario Pit Cross,
Yeah, you're still
Mario
playing
Super
that.
Pit Cross from the Super Nintendo on the Switch, the online Switch thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of levels. I've been playing through those a lot.
Yeah.
It's good.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, you want to go into news?
I guess.
Yeah.
If we must.
Yeah, I guess. There's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I won't bore you too much.
Okay.
Speaking of Nintendo, they shut down another fan game being made.
Yeah.
Not
They like
much
to
of a
do
sh-
that.
They like to do
They're
that.
big fans
And
of
one
not fan-made games.
yeah, it was a Zelda one this time.
Oh, okay.
It's called The Missing Link.
We're gonna give the name of the game you can't ever have.
Yeah. The Missing Link was the whole kind. It's still out there. I
Yeah.
mean, you can dig around. I think it's not finished. I don't think. I
Yeah.
think they were still working on it, but they got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
The premise on this one was it was going to fill the gap between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that needed to be filled, but I guess someone thought they needed to fill it.
Mm-hmm.
But it got shut down.
Okay.
And that brings out the discussion we've had many times. It's like, why make a game you can't actually
Yeah. I mean, I get
sell or
it. I
do
get being a
anything with?
fan. I get wanting to play a game, wanting to help make a game for something you're a fan of. But at the same time, it's just make your own game and be inspired
by that
those
and
games.
change the characters and enough and the mechanics slightly different to where people
And
go,
just
oh
make a
yeah,
good-
this is like, that game.
Yeah.
But it's not that game.
Yeah.
And we can now play it and
Yeah.
pay you for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We say
So-
that, but then there have been people who made stuff that like, oh yeah, we'll just buy your game and make you like Valve done that.
Yeah, but when the last time you heard that happening?
Not
Not in a while. I mean, most of that is like if they got a good idea, they'll just be like, "Oh, that's not a bad idea. Shut it down. No, we're gonna do it."
I don't know.
I mean, they shut down the remake for one of the Zelda games, and then it wasn't long after that they came out with it. Was it Link's Awakening or was it Majora's
Link's
Mask?
Awakening is the one that was remade,
Yeah.
which is good.
hmm
It's real
But
good.
yeah, so
I enjoyed the crap out of that game.
yeah. I haven't played that one.
Yeah.
The remake. It's one of
So
those. It's on my
good.
list. But
Yeah, so good.
maybe for Christmas. It'll
Yeah.
be on my Christmas list. My hearing aid is crackling from this terrible port. YouTubers. So there's two of them I want to talk about. One of them, a guy managed to play Doom on a calculator, a TI-84 graphic calculator, which is nothing new.
Yeah.
But
that's been around since we were in high.
Yeah, well, that's nothing new, but he done that, and it's powered by potatoes.
Wait, what?
The calculator itself is powered by potatoes.
So, Potato Doom.
It's potato-powered Doom.
Potato Doom.
Yes.
Okay.
It was apparently originally going to power a Raspberry Pi, but couldn't quite get it to work.
Yeah.
But managed to make it work with a TI-84, and it took 100 pounds of potatoes.
100 pounds? That's a lot of potato.
Yeah. It took several days to build.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wire all the potatoes.
Yeah.
Slice the potato, wire them all out, and because of that, the potatoes were rotting.
Oh no!
Apparently, the smell was
so
not
bad.
great.
Oh,
Because the time it takes to prep it,
no.
it takes a while. But it works.
Yeah.
It's potato powered.
I wonder if it was worth it.
It got a YouTube video and it probably got a lot of watches. I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe he made money.
I wonder what his revenue on that was.
I don't know. I don't know if he was a big YouTuber or not. Another YouTuber set up a device. So he's playing Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
And he set up a device that would spray blood at him every time he gets hit.
Not real blood, I hope.
Not real blood.
Yeah.
It's,
Sprayed some kind of fake blood.
It's, movie
Where
night.
where does it spray blood at?
His face.
His face.
Yeah, like
It's
like a squib to the face.
Wow. Every time he gets hit.
Every time he gets hit.
So that's some good motivation not to get hit.
He wasn't very good at it.
No.
He
I need to see this video.
You should go watch it.
Okay.
I don't know if I got the guy's name, but you can
never
find it.
get the guy's name.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Whatever
you can,
that guy is.
You can find it. Just go look. And he had two versions of it he was working on. One was he would get sprayed every time he died.
Yeah.
And then the hard mode was every time he got hit.
Which is constantly.
Oh, it's all the time.
So
yeah.
he's just covered in fake blood all the time.
Yeah, the end of the video, he was soaked.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
he
my
was wearing
God.
a white shirt, and his whole face was red, and red all the way down.
His eyes burning.
Well, he wore goggles
Oh,
to protect his eyes.
That's good.
But, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Pretty funny
Yeah.
to watch. Kind of gruesome.
I want to go watch it. Most time you tell me about stuff, I'm like, oh, okay.
I'd
like to see that.
The funniest part to me was the first time it shot at him.
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, he kind of sat there for a minute and like thought about it, like, do I really want to keep doing this?
Yeah.
And I was
He
just
started
like, his real reaction
about
was
all the decisions in his life that had led him to this.
yeah. And then I think it was also early in the process, and he was having some trouble with some of the timing and stuff on it. So one time he died and nothing happened, and then like a second later, it just a whole bunch of it onto his chest, and it was like, and he was just sitting there going, okay. And apparently there was an error with it. But
there's a series called the Goes Wrong show.
Yeah, the Goes Wrong show.
Yeah, and there's a joke like that where this guy, like, there's this great bit with one episode where the guy supposed to get stabbed and bleed, and he never bleed, and the other one where the guy's just in the scenes and gunshot things just go off. It's just like,
that's a good bit. Yeah,
that's
just
so funny.
That's a solid bit. They have a squib or just go off.
Just he gets shot.
No way.
That show is good. You haven't watched it.
I haven't
yet.
watched it.
You
You've
need
talked
to go
about
watch
it.
It's only like 6 episodes.
I know.
Go watch them. It's
we're
brilliant.
watching The Haunting of Bly Manor
Yeah, I
right
don't
now. Because it's spooky season, Daniel.
Yeah, I don't care.
No one cares.
I don't care.
No one cares.
I don't care.
But we wanted. It's out. We're watching it.
Eden doesn't like horror things, so
Well,
I'm not. I don't care. I'll watch
and
it
you can
sometime.
sit in the other room with the volume turned up real loud.
Oh, is
and
that how
and
I'm
just
supposed
say,
to do it?
you don't have to watch this. I will go in the other room. You can stay in here, and you have it play way
And
too
I just
loud.
scream
And
every
then you
time.
just go, as you have known to do. And then when she says, "Are you okay?" and you're like, "Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I'm fine.
I'm
It's
fine.
not that scary,
Well,
really."
It's not that scary.
But it really, the Hunting series. There's
Oh.
the first season and this is the second season, and they're different story. It's a different type of horror. It's not like a jump out like, woo, horror. It's
Whoa, that was scary.
yeah. That's
You're scaring me.
You're welcome. It's not that kind of horror. It's a more of a build, like tension, suspense.
Yeah.
Which is why I like it better. I don't really care for those other
You
ones.
want some anxiety.
I want them to be like, oh, this is creepy.
Yeah.
This is really creepy. Oh, I like this. But then
are you creeped out? I'm creeped out.
I'm creeped out.
Is
That's
that-
basically it. Me and
Yeah.
Jess go, well, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then we go on to the next episode.
I want to hear y'all just podcast with y'all's commentary. Oh, that's creepy.
Oh,
Is that creepy? Oh, that's creepy.
We could do a live
wow.
stream of us watching.
Oh,
Going,
wow.
oh,
You
yeah.
don't actually show what you're watching because you can't get the license.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, wow,
that's
that's creepy. Is
Ah.
that creepy? Oh, my. That's creepy. I feel
it's like
tense.
something fucked up's going on. That's literally at the end of the last episode. I think that's what I said. Like something really messed up going on.
Do you think this house, this Bly Manor, is
It's
haunted?
haunted. Do you think there's a haunting happening
Maybe.
in this manner?
In a manner of speaking.
A manner of speaking, as they say.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you remember this.
No.
A while back, Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yes.
I
I played it technically.
Phantom Pain. You barely played it.
That's what I mean. I played it technically.
It's a good game. You should.
I
actually finish
understand that.
it. The story, which I'm yet to spoil for you,
I appreciate that.
as many years as it's been since that
No.
game came
when
out.
did that come out?
A while ago, 2015,
I don't know.
I would guess, just off the top of my head, maybe longer.
I will look it up. Or
You look it
tell
up.
me whatever it is.
So
I'll put
in the game, there's nuclear weapons.
nuclear vessel.
And at one point, a while back, they had the PlayStation 3 version had nuclear disarmament. They were
Yeah.
able to disarm all the nukes across.
You got it right. It was 2015.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that sometimes.
No, you're not.
The yeah, so there's a whole cutscene
Yeah,
that plays when everyone who plays the game that's online, no one has nukes because players build the nukes. It's a whole
Okay.
online thing. Well, and I remember us talking about on the show, the PlayStation 3 achieved it.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Turns out they didn't.
Really?
It was actually as Konami puts it, or whoever it is.
Yeah.
puts
Konami's
it,
the company.
there was one player who had improper conduct that caused the scene.
Oh.
So they did something to it to trigger it.
Oh,
and,
someone tricked it.
so I actually did not disarm all the nukes in the
Oh.
PlayStation. So it has not been done.
Oh.
So the PlayStation 3 one still has 119 nukes.
Oh. Well, we need to get on it. And by we, I mean someone else.
Someone else.
Because
I'm
I'm not going to play it.
I'm not
Not
gonna
anytime
play it.
soon.
No.
Maybe one day.
No. So yeah. Axiom Verge 2. I think we mentioned before it was it was a sequel to Axiom Verge.
Oh, Axiom Verge.
Axiom Verge.
I heard Action Birds too.
It's a sequel to Angry Birds.
Yes.
And they just changed the name and went with the 2.
Mhm.
Axiom Verge 2. It's
Yeah.
a kind of a Metroidvania
Yeah.
kind of game.
Yeah.
Well, it was supposed to come out this year, but it's been delayed till 2021
Okay.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah. COVID.
Because we live in the end times.
We live in unprecedented times. I'm sick of unprecedented times.
Yeah.
Uncertain times. Unprecedented times.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The new normal. I don't like any of these terms.
The fucked up times.
Yeah.
How about that?
Uh-huh.
That one time good?
Yeah, that sounds
We
good.
live in the fucked up times.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some good things happen this year.
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of shit going on.
You could say it's been an eye-opening year.
It's been a wild
with
year.
the 2020.
It's been just weird.
2020 vision, they say.
Pandemics. Yeah. Finding love in the time of pandemic.
Right.
Yeah.
The last thing I have.
Okay.
Xbox 360.
Yes.
You know, the old console.
Yeah.
Was getting free cloud saves. Basically, making it,
Yeah.
incentivizing people to upgrade to the new Xbox
really?
Series letter. Because they're that's what they call them.
Yeah.
The Series letter.
Okay.
Normally you have to pay for Xbox Gold or whatever.
Yeah.
Subscription to get a cloud save, but if you don't have that and you are wanting to upgrade to the Xbox Series, whatever, you can you get it for free now.
Mm-hmm. Can't you just say Series X and replace the X with whatever letter it is?
No, I prefer to say letter. It's a little more ambiguous that way.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, if you want to look at our letters, go to our website at dudanddan.com. Those letters are DUDNDAN.com. Or duddan.com will get you there too. And like, comment, and reply.
Subscribe.
I'm
reply
having
and subscribe.
Comment.
Be
subscribe,
kind. Rewind.
Be kind. Rewind. Supply and demand.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Dud and Dan. See, that was dramatic.
Why did you point at me?
Because I can't.
I don't like pointers.
Yeah, you're a pointer.